YouTube, what's going on today? Heading for another day of fishing. You know what it is. We are going to go back to Morehead City area. There's a couple of places I saw last time I was there that I wanted to kind of check out and see what I can catch. So I'm gonna go over there. Yesterday was a absolute crap show. I broke my reel, getting caught on the bottom, lost my whole rig. It was just a silly kind of thing, but today's a new day and we are going to head out there. I'm doing a solo trip today. I'm by myself, as you can see, and we are going to, there's one spot I want to look at in particular. It is kind of right on the other side of the bridge going into Atlantic Beach. It's got, you know, the bridge pillars and, you know, that kind of stuff. I've heard this time of year sheepshead are really common in those kind of areas, so I'm gonna head to the bait and tackle and see what these sheepshead are eating, see what kind of rig we need to use to, you know, get down in that particular area and see if we can catch a sheepshead, because they're apparently very prominent this time of year and they're fired up. So we're going to make this journey about an hour and a half-ish, somewhere in there, and I will get back with you when we are at the bait and tackle. So we'll see you when we get there. Bye.
One eternity later.
Right next to Chase and Tail Outdoors. The last time I was here, that is where I stopped to get bait and all that kind of stuff. Today I am using, I believe what they said was fiddler crabs, pretty sure. They're tiny little crabs. Usually you see them kind of walking around in the grass on, you know, on the bank and stuff like that. Like I said, we're going after sheepshead, and they are very heavy around structures, you know, bridge pylons and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of hook on some crabs. I'm using the same rig as I always do, mostly because I haven't discovered a new one. That high-low with the pyramid weight on the bottom. We're gonna try these crabs out and see if we can't land a sheepshead. I was talking to the guys in Chase and Tails, and they said that some guys just came off this bridge and they caught a 10-pound sheepshead. And to give you guys an idea, sheepshead are they're like black and white fish. They got stripes on them and they're really ugly, and they got those really ugly teeth, kind of like human teeth almost. So we're gonna go out there, we're gonna cast it out, we're gonna see what we can, you know, what we can catch. Just because I never like to target anything, because it sets you up for failure if you don't catch what you want. But I would like to catch a sheepshead today, just because this is the time of year to do it. From late May, I think, through June. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're gonna go out there and get this all set up. We'll meet you down by the water. All right, everybody, I got you on the chest rig. I actually just bought this thing, so we will see how it goes. So what I'm gonna show you is how I'm setting this up. So here is that high-low rig, as I've showed many of times, and get my pyramid weight on there. Nothing too crazy. These ones are kind of a pain in the butt, but set it up like that. And then I use a couple of these like smaller, I think they're these ones here, these smaller size hooks. I think they're size 2. I can't remember the name of them, but they're size 2. I do one high, one low, and throw the bait up on here and cast her on out. So once I get this set up, we will head down to the water. And this is what I got today. It's these small little crabs, like I said. So we're gonna be throwing those on there and hopefully getting a pretty fat, nasty dangle on something. I actually, like I said, I broke my reel yesterday, so I went and got a whole new setup. This is Tsunami Barrier 2, and I think the reel is actually the same name. So that is what I will be using today. And keep in mind, like, this isn't like a stupid expensive fishing pole. This is, it was $100 for the reel and the rod combo. So, you know, if you're limited on budget, that's totally fine. Like, you don't have to have like the newest thing by Penn or like the newest, you know, this or that. You can work with, you know, not the best stuff. It'll still catch fish. It's still gonna work just fine. So keep that in mind. But you know, we're gonna be going out here today. There's only a couple of guys down here fishing, but we are going to see what we can do. So let me get all this stuff squared away and then we'll get to the water. All right, everybody, we made it down. So, you know, the water's kind of clear today, kind of nice, but this is what I was talking about. We kind of have the bay over here. I have my rod and everything set up over here. We got a couple of those crabs on there, and the wind kind of picked up. It actually feels really good out today, so we're hopefully gonna get a bite here soon. There's been some promising bites. I kind of stopped recording for a second. I've been down here about 10-15 minutes, but I mean, I can't tell if it's the current coming across or if I'm actually getting hit. Every time I go to reel in, I don't really have anything on there, so we'll see what goes on. But it's looking pretty promising today, and we're right by the bait shop. Bait shop is right over there, so if we run out of bait, we're just gonna walk back over there and get some more bait. So I will get back with you. Well, I didn't record the hook set, but we finally got a fish for today. I think that's a sea bass. So that's pretty cool. He kind of hit it pretty good. See if I can't get him off of here without getting any hooks or spines in my freaking hand. All right. There you go. Cool little sea bass. Really cool colors on him, actually. You can see like the blue under his eyes and everything, but not no record breaker, but still cool little fish. Oh, well, there goes that. He's currently sunbathing. I'm gonna give him a little flip back into the water. Adios, little fella. All right, that was actually there's a gentleman here, I'm not gonna say your name, that let me borrow some of the like the artificial, what is it called?
It's just like a pool.
Well, I guess, do you mind being on camera?
No.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, I was a survivor.
Oh, okay. All right, so it's these fish bites, the fishing strips. I think, was it shrimp that you gave me?
Yep.
The shrimp flavor one? Yeah, so price tag's still on it, $7.50. I ought to go buy some of these because apparently that's what's catching fish. But thank you. I casted this. I made a joke because we were kind of sitting here just talking because nothing was really happening. You know, I've fed probably 100 fish, these little crabs. As you can see, this guy is still intact. I made a joke. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna cast it out as far as I could possibly cast and see what happens. And I set it down and we went back to talking, and almost immediately the tip of my rod just bent clean over, set the hook and actually caught a fish. So we're doing good for today. I told him all I needed to do was catch one fish and I would go home. But now that I caught one, now we need to catch him one, and now I need to catch another. So I may run over to the Chase and Tails and get some more of those strips, because apparently those are working pretty good. So we will probably run over there, grab some more of that, and then we'll get back with you. All right, so I'm gonna walk back over to Chase and Tails now that I got that first catch out of the way. The monkey's off the back, and now
I actually want to catch some fish. So I'm just going to keep casting out really far. Apparently it's a lot deeper out there. I was getting a lot of bites. I mean, it was getting boring just sitting there watching it get hit and not catching anything. I was actually closer to relocating to Fort Macon State Park than I was staying here. So we're gonna go over here, get some more of those strips, because they seem to be working pretty good. I've seen a lot of guys use those actually, so it might not be a bad thing to have in the arsenal. So like I said, we're going over here to Chasing Tails Outdoors. These guys do a lot of different stuff. They're a bait shop, tackle shop. They got a bunch of cool shirts, hats. They also do charters. So maybe one day, if I make enough money off of this YouTube thing, I will be able to pay for one of those. But I will get back with you as soon as I'm done here. All right, we're getting hit on there, but it's really small, so I don't really want to set it just yet. Wow, look at that friggin' boat. Oh my gosh. That is an incredible, oh my gosh, that is a beautiful boat. Mark my words, guys, one of these days I'll have me a boat. It's just these little twitches that's going on, and I don't want to set the hook on. That might be it. No, maybe not. Oh man, I can't tell. It was kind of a good hit. Nada. Dang it, man. That was a good little hit too. I had that sitting there for, shoot, probably 5 minutes, just hanging out, stewing in the water. Still only one on the board with that black sea bass. So I'm trying to get one more before I leave, but it's not looking so hot. I mean, you can even see on here, like, this thing's just getting annihilated. But they're not getting that hook. This bottom one ain't even been freaking touched. It's that top one. I think it's that yellow and green's looking really good down in there. So I'm gonna give it one more cast, and we're gonna see if we can catch one more before we take off. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Good cast. Good cast. That's basically right where I was. So. I just want it to hammer it one good time, and then I'll go home. I just want to catch one more fish and I'll go home. I could probably sit out here for hours saying that, but once again, that's why they call it fishing, not catching. I like that boat too. That's a nice boat. Maybe one day I'll be the one. What's that?
Clamp or something. Because now I got a piece of a chunk of meat on the end of my hook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude! I've been getting hit this entire time. I mean, just like this whole time, just this tiny little. And then when I was talking to the other guy, I got a good hit, and I went to set the hook, and it's just, I don't know what. It's just not committing, or.
That's what I just had over here. I had a nice plug.
All right, I think that's going to do it for me. I'm tired of being played with. But you know what I always say, it was a beautiful day. I mean, it wasn't even hot today. Like, hold on, I'm being told I need to come see something. Hold up.
don't know. That's why I'm trying to figure that out. That is so weird. I've never seen that before. Josh, David, go in there and get it.
I've never seen that before.
Go get that thing. Where's your net? No, go get him. Go grab him by the tail.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's trying to go get it.
Oh, there's a little ballyhoo right there too.
Oh yeah, there is.
What?
A little ballyhoo. Like a little pin.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that is crazy looking.
Soraya, have you ever seen one of those? Me either.
I don't know what I've never seen something like that before. All right, y'all. That's exciting. I've never seen anything like that before. No matter, I don't know what it is. Might be some type of squid or something along those lines. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, look at. See, I told you I was getting absolutely hammered. That's the inside of these little fish bites. Like I said, I went over to the store and I straight up bought some of these. I caught that one fish on them. I was like, good enough for me. Not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. It's only 75 degrees right now, which for those of you who don't know, let's see if I can make this look somewhat presentable. For those of you who don't know, it's been like 90 to 100 the last 2 weeks. So being out here today was super, super enjoyable. The wind was blowing, like everything was just top notch. So we caught a fish, which is all I needed. I needed one fish to get that monkey off my back, that feeling of, oh man, maybe I do suck at fishing and maybe I shouldn't be out here doing this, but I caught one fish. Huge shout out to those fish strips, those things that gentleman showed me. Really cool guy. His name is Chris. I think he said he was on Survivor, I think. I'll have to get with him. I got his phone number so we could go fishing and do a bunch of different stuff together. So you may see him on the channel again in the future. More than likely you will, because he lives in this area. He knows quite a few good spots. So honestly, I love it. I love being out here catching the sun, the wind. I mean, it's so much fun. There's nothing better than seeing that rod tip just bend down and reeling in a fish. It's a blast. Whether you catch one or like yesterday, I caught none. I still had a good day minus breaking my reel, which by the way, new rod and reel performed fantastic. No issues or complaints there. Like I said, it's a Tsunami 2 reel and then a Tsunami rod. Both, for the price point, I would recommend them by far. I'm not paid to say that. I'm just, a guy trying to help someone else out who might be curious about getting out and going fishing. It's a pretty good overall rod. I think it's like a medium heavy setup, but man, great day, great day. Thank you guys so much for watching another one of these videos, listening to me talk and, go on about stupid stuff and, fishing and everything else. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like it, please remember, like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. Give me some ideas of something you might want to see, or you want me to use some crazy bait or fish with a Barbie pole. I don't care. Leave a comment. Tell me to do something, tell me what you want to see. So thank you guys. Have a great one, and remember, stay hooked.